welcome to the Kenyan airwaves. How are you doing? I know you're 1 hour behind. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure talking to you today. I'm positive. We are on lockdown here in Germany, but weather is pretty good these days. We're still allowed to go outside, and personally, I'm healthy and safe. That's most important these days.
Perfect. And the lockdown has affected everyone because also us, we're having a 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew. But how are you adapting to the unexpected break, and how has it affected your program?
Yes, of course, every Olympic athlete was looking forward to the Olympic Games 2020. We are now on lockdown for almost 5 weeks here back in Germany, not allowed to go to any gyms because they are closed, not allowed to go to any track because they're also closed. So everybody is trying to find a way to stay active. And of course, we are professional athletes. We have to stay active on this level. We don't want to just be fit. We have to prepare for the next Olympic Games, for maybe a late season. Nobody knows if that is maybe. Hopefully, yes, but nobody really knows if this is
Yes.
happening. So I'm doing my best in my home surrounding. I'm trying to have some runs. I'm also lifting some weights. So I got parts of my gym down to my house, and yeah, I'm trying to be the best athlete I can back home.
And before we talk about the 2020/2021 Olympics, let's talk about the 2016 Rio Olympics. You won gold in that particular event, javelin, while Diego won silver. And how did it feel giving Germany her first gold javelin medal in 80 years?
Yeah, it's true. It's been historical. Of course, I really didn't realize the historical part at first. At first, it was my own gold medal. It was an exciting competition, also with Julius, of course. I really remember that it was very emotional at the end. He had to quit the competition due to injury. That's something you never hope for an athlete out there. But all in all, it's the Olympic Games. Everybody wants to win, and I was the lucky person at this day. And of course, it's a huge dream coming true. It's changing your life as an athlete. It's the biggest thing, and I think it's something that can motivate so many talents out there.
And in that particular championship, you threw 90.30 meters, which is just a few centimeters shy of the Olympic record, which stands at 90.57. What will it take for you to break that record? And do you want to do it in Tokyo, or is there a particular Olympics you want to break that particular Olympic record from?
Of course, it would be nice to break a record while winning medals. All in all, competing is for me more about the competition itself. It's not so much about records. And the people that are very much interested in javelin know that it's tough to throw super far in closed stadium atmospheres, which is usually the case in European Championships, World Championships, and also Olympic Games. It's usually big, closed stadiums, and they don't really help the javelin to sail super far. But of course, an Olympic record would be very nice to have.
And the closest anyone has come to hitting a 100-meter javelin is Czech Republic's Jan Zelensky, who threw 98.48 meters in 1996. You hinted about wanting to try to throw a 100-meter mark. Do you think it's possible throwing 100 meters?
I think the question about the 100 is more of a philosophic one. It's a mental game, and I was the person speaking and saying out loud that it is possible just to break the mental barrier, because if there is the mental barrier, it gets so hard to get even close to 100. If I end my career with something close to 100, I will definitely not be sad. I will be happy about it. But I wanted to be the person to say it's of course possible, because from physics, it's not far from what we do at the moment.
Oh, yeah. And how do you intend to handle everything from 2021, because you guys will have a packed program, the Olympics, back-to-back World Championships in 2022, 2023. How do you intend to handle that packed program?
Yeah, the next years is going to be tough planning. Me and coach already set together. It's going to be tight schedules. There will be lots of highlights packed into maybe even 1 year or close to each other in 2 years. At the same time, we have to look how can 2020 be used in terms of any preparation. We really cannot plan this at the moment. So we need to wait. We have to sit time a little bit at the moment. To have more detailed ideas about how the next years will look like. Of course, it's a challenge, but speaking from experience from the last years in elite track and field at the moment, I'm sure that javelin throw is one event that will kind of be safe with all the impacts, because our goal is to be fast, to be dynamic, and this is something that can happen at a short period of time. We don't have to prepare for months like Mary Marathon or long distance needs to do.
Oh yeah, and I'm curious, you know, we've seen footballers having challenges back at home. For a javelin guy, I'm so curious to know how you're doing it indoors. You know, how are you flexing your muscles, because it's all about the arm power, foot power. How are you doing all this inside the house, or do you have a place where you can throw your stuff in the house?
Better not. It's still a weapon. The javelin is a dangerous implement, so I'm not throwing back home. I don't want to scare my neighbors out here. It's definitely not safe, so I'm not throwing these days. I'm trying to keep myself fit. I do have some medicine balls for the street and stuff. That maybe works, but these days it's about gym workouts, staying fit. Staying fast, everybody can run and jump. This is a part people usually don't see in javelin, but it's still very important.
And also another curious question, if Kenya, the athletics Kenya would invite you for a head-to-head challenge with Julius Yego in Kenyan soil, would you come for that? Because I know, yes.
It would be yeah, it would definitely be great. I know that Kenya is big in javelin. It's coming, and I really like that people are enthusiastic, and I would really love if world is again safe to travel. It would be fun to compete.
And finally, you know, any fun stuff you've realized about yourself this particular period, because we have more time to ourselves right now than being out there and training and, you know, all that. What is it that you have discovered about yourself? Any talents that you have known about yourself during this period?
I think it's more about having time for these talents or passions, I would say. First and foremost, I take care of family, taking good care of my future wife, making sure that everything is good at the house. We invested lots of time in the garden these days. Season is just starting here. I love fishing, and it's these times, usually as an athlete, you're always traveling, you're always around. But these days, it's a little bit time to relax and do the things you have the passions for, and this is the positive part about it.
And you being the, you know, you have registered the third best result in the all-time javelin men in the whole world. You know, what would be your inspiration to other Kenyans who are looking forward to being like you, like Julius Yego? You know, because we only just see you and Julius in the international scene. Definitely the other Kenyans who are willing also to get to that level. Your word to them.
I wish you all the very best. Stay focused and be patient. The javelin takes so long. It's so many ups and downs learning the technique, but once you master it, it's so much fun, and always keep the spirit of having fun in sports.
Thank you very much. That's all the time we had for you, Thomas. We are humbled. Well, we will welcome you again to the Kenyan airwaves once again. Thank you so much, and have a lovely night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, that was Thomas Rohler, all the way from Germany, the 2016 Olympic champion. Well, my director is telling me we do not have time. Betty, I had the highlights of Thomas Rohler, you know, so that Kenyans can see what he has been doing, you know, in the international scene. So I don't know if our director can roll that. No, but it's okay. We will do that tomorrow. Yes, we will do that tomorrow.